my God, you guys. This is the third time I have tried to film this video. And it's really difficult. And I mean, I feel like it's really difficult because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I feel like there's no wrong way to say what I'm trying to say. People are being discriminated against. People are being discriminated against. And it's fucking wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. And it seems like this is what the controlling forces or the powers that be, this seems like this is what they want. And unfortunately, I feel that it is working. I feel that it is working amongst the masses of people. I feel that the projection of hate and pain and fear is winning with some of y'all. And it is so sad. It's so sad for me to see it. And it's something that I don't personally feel that it's just punching the table, you know? It's something that I personally don't feel like I am willing to take laying down. I just can't. I just won't. I'm not gonna shut up about it. I'm gonna keep talking until there's no more breath to be drawn in my body, because I cannot stand when people are discriminated against. And that's just it. So you guys, hey, hello, how are you doing? And welcome back to Mom Jeans by NUTCASE. This is yet again another journal entry. And since it is the third time I have tried to film this particular video, it is now February 16th at 1:45 p.m. And this particular video that we're going to be talking about today is journal entry number 10, you guys. It is officially time for new cycles. It is officially time for us as a people to be truly and utterly free of control, okay? I am so tired of these government agencies, these large business entities and corporations. I am tired of them controlling us through the media and through social media, okay? I really don't know exactly how to say any of the topics that I'm going to be talking about. I could be completely wrong and I could be out of line, but I don't think that I am. So before we get into anything, I just ask that you do your own research within the topics that I'm going to be discussing today. Second of all, you guys, be sure to hit that like button. You guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to share these videos if they are something that you are passionate about. Share it with everybody you know. Share it with 5 people in your phone right now, you guys, because if these videos and this content is not shared, then it will be shadow banned, it will be hidden, it will be prevented from being seen by any eyes that may be able to make positive change, or any other human beings that may agree with what I am talking about in these particular topics. Thank you guys so much for your support of the original video that I made speaking about African American people, about Black folks. Thank you so much for you guys' support on the petition. We have officially reached over 150 signatures to remove the race classification from official documents. And I definitely want to do a follow-up video to that because I did get a lot of interesting comments on that particular video, but things just keep happening, honey, okay? And this particular video is about the discrimination of individuals within the spiritualist arena. We we are being discriminated against, and it's something that I'm quite frankly tired. I'm tired of always being within groups that are extremely discriminated against. I'm black, I'm a woman, and I like tarot and astrology. So I guess you should just clock me over the head and throw me in a ditch and bury me and kidnap my children. I guess that's what we're doing now, because it sounds extreme, but that is literally the trajectory of where things are going within our society with regards to individuals in unprotected communities. Anyone who has an opposing viewpoint, anyone who has a differential belief or an opposing or unpopular opinion with regards to living their life are being shown the rod and the staff. Okay? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people, but it seems that we are all being backed into a dark cave and we're going in there willingly. Okay? The reason I'm making this video is because one of my beautiful subscribers sent me a DM with a screenshot of a guy named Cam White. So Cam White is an astrologer on YouTube, who I was not necessarily familiar with because I don't know about all the OG creators of YouTube for astrology and tarot readings. But I always love to find someone new who I can, learn from or just gain any type of knowledge or experience from within the art form that I hold so dear. And my subscriber DM'd me this particular video where he said Instagram and TikTok are trying to ban tarot and astrology. Here's what's next. So it sparked my opinion, and it's funny because if you are on Patreon, in one of my world predictions, I predicted a censorship of content creation on YouTube and on social media platforms. It was centered around African American creators and the things that we're seeing within the manosphere. That's what I was picking up on. But I also picked up slightly, if you are a part of Patreon, be sure to comment below to, have girl back, okay? But I definitely picked up on the manosphere, but I also picked up on tarot readers as well, because there's been a lot of division between astrologers, tarot readers, people who are within the community of spiritualism that I feel is creating unwanted attention within our genre. Now, this was a reading that was only available to my patrons, but it is something that is starting to be seen, obviously, within society at this point. So with my subscribers sending me this video, I was not even surprised. And I went to watch the video, and it shows a lot of what I felt within that reading, which was that tarot readers and astrologers are being censored on these platforms because there's certain things that we cannot say. There's already certain things that content creators cannot do or say. And y'all know, I'm just sick of that shit. I'm tired. I'm quite frankly, I don't even really have the words to adequately express my disdain towards the censorship that is going on. A lot of what I was talking about in the video where I talked about people getting exposed and the things that are going on with celebrities and, just people who are affluent, it boils down to the same issue. And that issue is that our society is trying to scare us or cause us to have fear, so much so that we are basically bullied into compliance. So if you don't believe that you're being bullied into compliance, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? Because this is my personal opinion. And I don't think that all lawmakers or politicians are necessarily trying to do this, but I don't feel that it is right, okay? In the particular article highlighted by Meta for Business, They said they are removing certain ad targeting options and expanding their ad controls. So in layman's terms, from what I understood, even in reading the particular article, it's not just spiritual people. They actually listed examples which include health causes like lung cancer awareness, World Diabetes Day, chemotherapy, sexual orientation, for example, same-sex marriage and LGBT culture, religious practices and groups, that's where we lie, like the Catholic Church and Jewish holidays, and political beliefs, social issues, causes, organizations, and figures. So basically, anybody who is speaking for a particular cause for the betterment of the human race. I'm just a little confused. I cannot stand on it. I never thought in my life that I would be put in a position where I would be so irritated by things that I really would not even, like, I never thought in my life that I would be put in a position to where I would be so irritated that I would put myself out there in public to talk about shit like this. I never saw myself as being an activist, but I guess now I'm an activist because this is some bullshit, okay? This is some mess. This is the censorship of individuals who are speaking with their First Amendment right. The First Amendment states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now, I ain't no lawyer, okay? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not a psychological professional. However, what I am is a human who falls under the jurisdiction and protection of this First Amendment law, okay? What I don't like is the fact that they're trying to make these certain groups, whether it be religious groups, spiritualist groups, which I consider to be my religion, spirituality is my religion, groups that identify with specific sexual orientations, or groups that have certain political beliefs on social issues or causes or anything like that. I don't think that it's right controlling forces for you to control that. I'm tired of being controlled. I'm tired. And I think people are tired. But a lot of y'all are scared. A lot of y'all are scared to speak up. So let me be that person, I guess. I guess this is my way of saying let me be that person. Because you know what I'm tired of? Since I started doing tarot on YouTube, I'm tired of being placed in a negative box. Because I too was someone who believed in the Christian religion. I consider myself still to be a form of a Christian, maybe a spiritualist Christian, whatever you want to call it. But what I don't like is the way that certain groups of people are allowed to say whatever the fuck they want to say, but then certain groups of people are made to be silent. I'm not about to be quiet. So where are the people who develop apps? Can you please email? We can figure out a way to get some money together. Where are the people who make platforms like YouTube? Because we need a safe space to be able to create. Where are the people who make platforms? I don't know. Where are all those people? Where y'all are? Are you working for YouTube? Are you working for Instagram? Are you working for Facebook and TikTok? Where are you? Because we need you, goddamn. I don't know what you're doing, especially if you're black and you got all that talent and you see all this discrimination going on. I don't know what you're doing. Because right now, I think that people have the wrong view. Honestly, there are a lot of people who I don't agree with on these said platforms. There are a lot of people who are projecting nudity, sexual content. There are a lot of people who are projecting violence, but it doesn't seem like they're getting removed anytime soon. So why are you targeting people in the LGBTQ community? Why are you targeting people in the spiritualist community? And why are you targeting people who are speaking out against the government? I mean, of course, you want to retain your control over people, and you want to make sure that everybody stays in line and they lay down. But what about when all of these people start deciding that they're going to stand up? You're going to kill us all? What are you going to do? I'm just asking. I'm not presuming that anything is going to happen, but I'm asking, what are you going to do? when we all start standing up? You just gonna kick us off the platform and say, fuck you, with the big middle finger? What are you gonna do? Because I feel like then the Constitution would have to be changed. Maybe we can go to the Supreme Court and see if we can change the Constitution to allow for the discrimination that you seem to be exhibiting upon people who want to express their freedom of speech. So, with that being said, I would just like to tell people about what tarot means to me and about what spirituality means to me. And I'm gonna keep it brief because I feel like a lot of you already know what it means to you or what your religion means to you. And just not even in terms of tarot or spirituality, in terms of any religion that you see as something pivotal in your life that has pushed you in a better direction. For me, I was laid off from my job that I spent almost 4 years building up a repertoire on to be able to rise up through the ranks. And I was discriminated against by my own people, by fellow Black women. And I was made to feel like trash. I was made to feel like dirt. I was in a marriage with a emotionally and mentally abusive spouse for over 5 years. I was abused. I was used for my money. I was basically taken for everything I had, and I was made to feel like trash. And that's why I get on here and I'm crying all the time, because I, as an individual, have to work through the abuse that I've endured within this country, within my life, and from all of the people in my life who were supposed to protect me. I've been a Christian my entire life. I went to church with my grandmother, I went to church with my mother, and I went to church with my aunt and my uncle when I lost my mother. And I stayed faithful to God every single day of my life. No matter if I was angry, no matter if I was hurting, no matter if I didn't feel like I was treated fairly, I stayed faithful, and I'm still a faithful servant of God. However, I have my own set of beliefs. And before I was introduced to tarot and astrology and spirituality, I did not fully understand what I felt and what I believed. Because before I discovered spirituality, I was not able to function properly in my life, in my heart, on a mental level. There was a lot of pain that Christianity did not seem to solve. There's a certain sense of reality that comes with tarot that I feel people don't want to face. Tarot brings out the darkness within yourself. And a lot of people try to demonize tarot because they're afraid of what it is. They're afraid of what it means. They're afraid of what it brings out. And it's because they're afraid of what they don't understand. Someone who, in the history of time, didn't understand medical discoveries or doctors demonized those practitioners. Those who did not understand certain innovations, like electricity, demonized those developments. They demonized those inventions. And it's the same thing with tarot. And I think that the easy way out for a lot of these corporations is to attack the little people who are trying to uplift their fellow human instead of opening themselves up to equality. No one wants to open themselves up to equality. There are people who use the internet for good, where you'll find resources and tips and ways to work through and handle situations. And there are people who use the internet for bad, like child predators who target underage children. So you can't attack the tool in which people use and say that that tool is the problem. You have to do the work, and you have to be willing in a society to do the work to target, not even target, but to identify the user of said tool who is using it improperly. I don't have a problem with there being certain rules that are put in place to make sure that everyone remains safe. But when you remove an individual creator's ability to earn a living and to earn an income for their family because of their spiritual beliefs, that's racism. That's racism. That's just what it is. It's a specific group of people being targeted for either the way they look, what they do, how they speak, or what they believe. I don't know what other word it is for it. but it's a problem. It's a major problem that I feel like the powers that be do not want to address. All of these people with all this money are able to do whatever the fuck they want. There's people who are on these platforms that are inciting violence. There's people on these, but all these people who posted this stupid video about the baby and Danny Lay's brother at the bowling alley slipping and sliding around. You're not attacking them and their ad suitability. All the people who are on YouTube who are showing sexually provocative content and creating sexually provocative music with legs open and such. I don't have a problem with, listen, I love art. I don't have a problem regarding any of the art that is being displayed on public platforms. But if you are gonna sit here and target one of the smallest, we're not the smallest group in spirituality or astrology. There's a large group of us, but it starts with the lowest rungs of the totem pole. And then it starts to go higher and higher and higher. And nobody cares at the beginning. Nobody cares about the little guy being beat up and stomped on and basically dragged through the mud and the dust. They don't care about that. But when it starts to go up the totem pole, then y'all are gonna have something to say. And I promise you, this is not the first and only thing that's going to be censored on these particular platforms. All of you celebrities out there who watch my channel, who watch all these other tarot readers and astrologers channels where you get your readings from these people, y'all better watch out, because it's gonna be a situation where you as an artist are not gonna be able to say certain things, you're not gonna be able to express your art, and there's not gonna be a way for you to get yourself out there. The way that Cardi B, the way that she blew up the digital video release and album release and music release, releasing the song and releasing the video at the same time, the way that all that blew up when Cardi B started doing it, y'all ain't gonna be able to do that shit. You think that folks are only gonna start censoring tarot? They're gonna start censoring every platform within this community. It's first gonna be tarot and things like this. Then it's gonna be people, it's already black creators, poor black folks, we just don't get anything. But first it's us, then they're gonna start censoring, the artists and the musicians and all this other stuff. That it's gonna be a slippery slope, and you think it's not gonna happen that quickly, but there's gradual, subtle changes that are going on behind the scenes that the regular average person does not know about. I don't even know about what the fuck is going on, but I know that this shit is wrong, and I know that I'm tired of sitting by while there is a consistent and continuous defamation of our human rights. I don't even know if that's the right words to use, but I don't like it. And it's something that all of you guys should be aware of. If you want to be able to not be fed rhetoric, and you want to be able to not be fed, I don't know, just trash or fear mongering and all this other stuff, if you want to be able to see your creators create the way that they're meant to create, I suggest that we band together and start to have a little bit more unity throughout this process. So, as you guys know, I'm trying to touch on all the things that I feel about this topic, and I'm someone who's gonna speak. So please be sure to subscribe here to the channel. And as you guys know, when I speak on something, I mean what the fuck I say. And I thoroughly intend to stand by what I say in these videos and in these topics, to where if you bring me in and you want to talk about it, I don't have any problem talking about it, because I stand on what the fuck I believe. And I believe that this shit is wrong. I'm tired of being silenced. I'm tired of people like me being silenced, whether it's black creators, whether it is spiritual creators, whether it's any type of creator who is trying to make a difference within their community or their society. I'm tired of us being targeted and victimized. So, in the spirit of Mom Jeans by NUTCASE and the NUTCASE network as a whole, I have created another petition, you guys. I know it seems like a lot, but it's not a lot. And honestly, I don't think it's enough. I've created this petition and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. I've already shared it on my other platforms, and I've created this petition to make sure that you guys are aware of what is going on within our communities, and so that you guys can be a part of the change that you want to see. I don't like silencing. I don't like censorship. I don't like any of the latter. So I have created a petition titled Stop Spiritual/Religious Censorship, which I hope will bring attention to the Supreme Court and to the particular platforms that are attempting to censor spiritual creators in order to prevent this censorship from taking place. I don't want to be silenced. I want to be able to freely create income for my family and to uplift my community in the way that I see fit in accordance with the First Amendment freedom of speech laws. And therefore, since that is not taking place, I feel it is my right and the rights of all of you out there in the same position to stand up for what you believe in. So if you agree with any of the things that I have said during this video, because quite frankly, I'm exhausted and I feel like I've said a whole lot of things about a whole lot of situations, and I just feel that I'm tired, and I feel like a lot of people are tired. So if you're tired of being told what to think, if you're tired of being told how to speak, if you're tired of being forced into a situation that you do not agree with, especially if you are one of these content creators or if you're someone who supports said content creators, I urge you to sign the petition in the description box below. You can take a look at both of my petitions at this time, and I would greatly appreciate your support. We've officially reached over 150 signatures on our removing race classification from official documents, and I am positive that we can do the same, if not more, for this particular petition as well. I don't want to be put in a situation where I am not able to work on and thrive my business the way that anyone else who is allowed on this arena is able to promote. I want to be able to promote freely just like all other people are able to promote freely. And I feel that if you are a content creator on any of the platforms that I've mentioned, that you should be held to the same standards as every other content creator. There should be no specific groups that are singled out because of what they're saying or what they are doing, unless it is causing imminent violence or inciting violence upon another group of people. I feel like everyone should be able to say what they feel. And I feel that it is the platform's responsibility to not censor said groups or parties of people, but to create sustainability within their platform to adhere to safety guidelines of those who may be underage or people who are not able to protect themselves. So if there is a situation where a specific group or pieces of content should not be seen by a minor, it is that particular platform's responsibility to make sure that that minor does not see that content. And I stand firm by that, because I remember when there was a situation on YouTube Kids where there was somebody telling kids to go get knives out of the drawer and stab their parents on kids content. Okay, y'all might have forgot. I didn't forget, because I got kids and I didn't let them watch YouTube. They weren't watching YouTube then, but it was a situation that was very scary. That's YouTube's responsibility. That's not the content creator's responsibility. And if you don't have enough staff, or you don't have enough people, or if you don't have enough staff or you don't have enough resources to be able to provide safe viewing privileges to all of your patrons, then there needs to be something done for the particular platform, like Instagram, like Facebook, like TikTok, like YouTube. That particular platform needs to be held responsible by the powers that be. It is not the content creator's responsibility to be held responsible for the shortcomings of said platform. So again, if you guys agree with what I'm saying, or if you want to support what I'm saying, please be sure to sign the petition in the description box below, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to not only this channel, but any of my other channels if you want to continue to support the causes that I speak about here or support my spiritual business. I greatly appreciate you guys, and I thank you for listening to this message. Have a great day. Bye.